Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today is CWL day 1 and I'm gonna show how to plan a crazy CWL attack. And as you can see, I'm now at Town Hall 17 player, but actually my army level, my attacking level is just Town Hall 15. Just see the lab, the hero hole, the army camp, and the blacksmith. They are all Town Hall 15 level, which means that I can only use Town Hall 15 heroes, troops, and equipment. Just except for the pet house, I'm using some Town Hall 16 pets, just because in this case I can play various kind of strategies. And with the Town Hall 15 army, today I'm gonna attack the number 3 player, which is a Town Hall 17. And why I choose number 3 is that I always choose my clan leader's opponent. And this is my clan leader. My clan leader is here. So I'm gonna choose his opponent to attack every day. I'll choose his opponent to attack. And he's gonna choose my opponent. My clan leader is gonna choose this opponent to attack. Okay? So now let's take a look at the base for the number 3 player and try to plan a core CW attack. Let's go. Okay, this is a number 3 basis. When I play the CW attack, the easiest way to plan the deck is to launch a fireball. So maybe we just find where has the good fireball value. So let me see, maybe like here, the builder hood. Let me see, if we fireball to the builder hood, what you'll get? Maybe the ricochet cannon, the weather tower, the scatter, and CC, and can we get a fast splitter? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we can get a fast splitter. Actually, we can get a fast splitter. So we can get this area. So, and then we need to earthquake. Let me see. Okay, the range of the fireball. And earthquake. Maybe we can quake here. Quake under the yellow dot. And let me calculate. Is it far enough? 4 tiles. And here, 4 tiles. And here, 4 tiles. So it's quakeable. So here, we just use 2 earthquakes right here. And I guess we can't get the quake is just not enough to get the fast splitter, so maybe extra 1 quake right here. So we need 2 earthquake here and 1 earthquake here. And how to set this fireball to the builder hood? Let me think. Maybe the warden. We'll just deploy the warden on the red dot. And then first in first, second in first, third in first. So maybe 3 in first to set up the fireball, and 3 earthquake, 2 here and 1 here. There's a fireball part. And after we get the fireball value, maybe let me see. Maybe we can just pave our way into this area with some hero. Is it gonna be feasible? Well, that'll be a little bit tough because there's a town hall, there's a fast splitter, and the mall left. So pathing here would be a little bit tough. Or maybe we can just path the warden, not other heroes. We can just path the warden. We can just do the warden walk into this compartment and clear the fast splitter. If we can clear the fast splitter, and here defenses just scatter across the base, so the warden walk should be easy, right? But now the problem is, how can we get the fast splitter before the warden walk into the base? Let me see. Can we do a spirit walk? So maybe we deploy the champion right here. Then where would she go? Where would she go? If we deploy the champion right here, she will go here, this, path here into the base, get this. But I guess she will just path this direction. She will not target the fast button. Can we use the invis to redirect her? Maybe no, because we don't have that many spells. But what should I do? Oh wait, the champion. Yes, the champion. We can just do the spirit walk for this compartment, and then use a fun flanner right here. Because the monolith and the expo and the motor just claimed by the world champion, so we can just fun flanner as the backing for this area, and so that the warden now can easily path into the base. Oh, that's a good idea. And maybe champion spirit walk right here, and it's in the range of a town hall. Okay, this is the range of a town hall. Ideally, we don't want the world champion into the range of a town hall, because in this case we need to do double invis cycle, but we don't have that many spells. So maybe we just walk here into the monolith. After we get the monolith, then just recall her. Okay, so that's the plan. And where shall I redeploy the champion? We fireball this area, warden walk this area, fun funnel this area, and the slippery walk this area. So now this area. So now maybe it's spirit walk. We can spirit walk this area, redeploy the champion right here, and walk into this area. But actually, we don't have that many spells. How many spells do we have? Okay, so just let me see. We need 3 invis spell for the fireball, and we need 3 earthquake, 2 here, 1 here, and we also need a recall spell. It's 2 housing space, and we have 14 housing space, so it means that we only have 6 invis for the spirit walk. Oh, it will be a little bit tough. Maybe here we need maybe 3 to 4. And now here we only have 2 for the spirit walk. So it's hard to walk the entire base. Maybe we can just walk, redeploy champion and walk right here. And we need something to help the world champion after we're using all of the invis. Let me see. Can Ice Golem help her? The Ice Golem right here to help her. No, that's not a good idea. The Ice Golem only frees the defenses outside, but defenses inside and queen, they cannot freeze these defenses, so that's not a good idea. Well, maybe. Oh, wow, the Ice Hound. Maybe the Ice Hound is good. So we just redeploy champion right here and path right here. After we get the air defense right here, then we just use the Ice Hound path through the base. You target the air defense right here, and let me see. The defenses are ground targeted. The scatter, the air expo, the queen, and the wizard tower, they are all air targets. So this should target the Ice Hound, and Ice Hound should freeze this area. Oh, that would be good. And when the Ice Hound freezes this area, we can just pop the world champion ability, maybe the haste file, so we can get through the space. And since we use the Ice Hound, so maybe we can just use some air heroes to put that to support. So maybe we can use the Minion Prince right here. The Minion Prince target this ricochet cannon, and oh, Dark Oath. The Minion Prince can target the ricochet cannon, dark herb into this area to freeze the defenses back in. Oh, and this space is gone. And now we use the Warden, Champion, and the Prince. So we only use 3 heroes. So the 4th hero, I think we don't need the 4th hero. Maybe we just bring it just for safe. And okay, that's our plan. Okay, so now let's talk about the plan. And in this plan, I plan to use 85 barbs and 85 archers. It will be like 117 Barchers in total. And for this attack, first, we're gonna using the RC walk, the spirit walk, into this compartment and to try to get the monolith and the expo. After we get the monolith and expo, just use 1 recoil to recoil her out of there. So, when we do the spirit walk, we need to use a giant to temper the bomb tower. If the World Champion cannot get the bomb tower in the first 4 seconds while she is invisible. And this giant also helps test for some Tesla for the Fun Funnel right here. The Fun Funnel will take this area. And also another giant to temper the expo right here. And the monolith is not gonna hit the champion in the first spell you walk cycle, which means that we don't need to use the invis spell for the World Champion for the first invis cycle. We don't need to drop invis at 2 minute 56. The first invis we need to drop is at 2 minute and 46. And that saves us 1 more invis. So we only need maybe like the first cycle we don't need an invis. So maybe the second cycle and the third cycle we only need 2 invis to get the monolith and the expo. But here we plan to use 3. That's because we need to be safe. We need to make our strategy more flexible. We need some flexibility for some accidents. Maybe the champion would just stuck on the king. Maybe she would just stuck in the tornado trap or something. So we always have a good plan and with flexibility. Okay, so here is the champion part. And here for the warden part, we need to deploy the warden right here, the red dot, and reminding that this deployment, the first deployment, should be in the range of this ricochet cannon. The reason for that is when we first deploy the warden, the unicorn and the warden will stay on the same spot, which means the healers can heal both of them. If you just deploy the warden outside the range of the ricochet cannon, once the warden moves towards the ricochet cannon, he just moves forwards, but the unicorn just stay on the same spot. And then the ricochet cannon hit the warden and bounce to the unicorn, and the unicorn just die. So you need to, the first deployment for the warden should be in the range of the ricochet cannon, so that we can both heal the warden and the unicorn. We can protect the unicorn with the healers. And then we need to use 3 invis spell, 1, 2, 3, to set up the fireball into the builder hood, and 2 earthquake to quake this area, and 1 earthquake to quake this area to get the fire spreader. So now we have a fireball to hit this area, and we also have a flame funnel to get this area and the spilly walk for this area. So now we can just very safely use the warden walk into the base. There are only 3 key defenses for this warden pathing: the multi-arch tower, expo, and the town hall. They are scattered across the base, which means that we only have to face 1 key defense at a time. So the healer can just heal very easily. We don't have to use any extra spell to protect the warden. And the only thing we need to worry about is just the World Champion. So when we pass through the world champion, we just use a headhunter to deal with her. So we don't need to use extra spell to protect the warden during the warden walk. And after that, there's some space. There's still some space on the right side. So that just redeploy the champion. Redeploy our champion right here. And we plan to use 3 invis spell for the backside spirit walk. But actually we don't need many invis spells. Maybe we only need 1 or 2 invis spell so that she can go to this air defense. Why I bring 3 is also for the flexibility. You can just save this invis spell here for the bottom side royal champion and also the top side royal champion. You can just save those invis spell if everything goes fine. Okay, so after we get this air defense, then we just use the ice house. The ice house will path to this air defense, and once the ice house pop, just freeze this area, so the champion can still go pretty fine with the freeze effect from the ice house. And after the ice house freeze, just pop the world champion ability, maybe the haste file, so she can go across this space very easily, and also use a mana prince with dark ball to freeze the defenses at the backside. So we can get all of the key defense very easily. And then so we still have 170 Barchers. This Barchers can just help funnel this area, funnel this area for the warden, and also clear this outside defenses so that we won't get time fail. And we can see that actually we don't have any plan for our 4th hero. There are only 3 heroes for the plan: the Minion Prince, RC, and the Warden. So the 4th hero would be the Queen or the King. I don't have plan for the 4th hero. It's just because flexibility. If there's no accident and everything goes fine, then we can just swag a hero with 170 Barchers attack with 10 whole 15 army. But if there's some accidents, if everything goes wrong, then we just use a queen and use the king so that we don't get a foul. So always try to be safe while doing some crazy or doing some creative attack, especially in the CWL. You don't want to lose, so always remember that when you plan an attack. There is overall guide for this attack strategy, and now let's dive into the attack and see whether it works. So now let's drop the champion with double jump to 10-4 and then warden with healers. Oh, the right side giant just died early, so we are now taking some damage and we're just stuck on the king. On 246, drop the inverse, and the warden is fine, so let's turn to the champion. 236, drop the inverse. And what, the warden is getting lower with the unicorn life, what the heck? And 226, drop the inverse. And we are forced to use 1 inverse to protect the warden. And also, recall the champion out of there once the monolith disappear. And after we get the ricochet cannon, just inverse and fireball with the triple quake. And what? I just forgot to flew the flame funnel, but I guess we're still okay. So now let's deploy some Barchers to help the funnel, and also some Barchers to funnel the top side, and find Tesla. Now let's just focus on the enemy world champion. Once we got the wizard tower and the molder, just drop the headhunter right now. But what? The headhunter is going to the enemy minion prince. Now it's going to be too late to drop the second headhunter, so I'm forced to use another invis to put that warded. And now we only have one invis, so the backside spirit walk. But actually, I think we're still fine. Just deploy a champion right now with a giant to 10-4, so maybe we can save a invis. Yeah, we successfully saved an invis. And now let's just invis, deploy the ice hound, and also some blooms, and the mana prince. The ice hound just popped, get crazy freeze value in core, and now let's pop the dark glow ability, and everything got frozen. The rest of them will just clean up. And see, even though there are so many assets in this deck, and with a very nice and safe play, we can just select a queen with 170 Barchers with total 15 army. And okay, maybe we just use the queen, just prevent from being time fell. The giant with triple clone queen would just open up the walls easily and get everything inside the walls. But wait, they're just target the different walls. And what, are we gonna time fell? Go, the warden. Just get a scatter, one shot scatter, and an expo. Go, one shot expo, and what? A 99.9%? Well, actually, I should have used the queen 10 seconds earlier, so that we don't get time fail. I just want to select the queen at the beginning, and that caused a time fail in the end. And also, if I use the king instead of the queen, I can just put the spiky bow, ignore the walls, and get everything in the core, and then that's gonna be a triple. So now we learn a lesson, and just don't make the mistake like me if you're also interested in planning some not only cool, but also safe attacks for CWL. And this is the end of the video. If you want to see more this kinds of videos for CWL day 2, day 3, and even day 7, just press the like button and subscribe this channel so that you can see more crazy content in time. And I will see you in the next video.